Look out for tonight the likes of Jana Taltz, and not to mention Martin Pasoya. Well, for Estonia, they're definitely undersized. Size for size, they're going to struggle to match up with the likes of the players of Greece. You know, they play with such heart, they love to get out in the break, and they definitely play physical as well. Greece, meanwhile, starting the campaign off in fine fashion. They went to Leicester where they played against Great Britain, and they managed to scrape through with a three-point lead. It was Mr. Athianou who hit the big shot at the winner in overtime. Greece thought they had the game won in regulation, but GB came back and really tested them. Dusan Shikota, wow, what a player. Currently putting in 5 performances in the Basketball Champions League, keeping Ike Athens, the Basketball Champions League campaign, still alive with the big 3 against Mehdi Baruth. Well, Coach Thanasis Skortopoulos, a man of Ike basketball himself, the national team. But ladies and gentlemen, we're just about to stand for the national anthems of both these nations.
And last,
Well, national anthems have been played, and we're literally just a few minutes away from tip. Both teams and coaches pay homage to one another, exchange presents. But when the ball's up, both these teams will really be competing for a very crucial victory. Now, if we look at these two teams and how they match up, of course, one area that the Greeks are going to have a lot of strength over is the points they're getting off the bench. The Greeks do go about 8-9 deep. Rotation does go a lot, but one problem Estonia is going to have tonight is going to be the likes of Mr. Jonas Barousis. Scored 27 points in the game he played against Great Britain. He had 8 rebounds as well, but the frightening thing for him is not only is he standing just around 7 feet tall, he runs the floor like a guard. So when he's getting defensive rebounds, he'll go coast to coast. Now, Estonia would have done the homework, but the big thing for them is going to be about transition defense. How much can they get back and how much can they protect the paint? Greece, standardly a very good three-point shooting team, but that will be the least of Estonia's worries. Martin Pasoya, the top scorer so far, at 15 and 14 in their first 2 games. They're really going to need a big performance from him tonight, and a lot's going to be down to Sten Suk, you know, as a playmaker. But ladies and gentlemen, we'll just introduce to our officials tonight. Our officials are coming from Lithuania, Ukraine, and Serbia. Nikolic Urus, Shulga Boris, and Jasikevičius Thomas. We're proud to say that we have some of the finest officials here in world basketball. They've done a fantastic job in all of our competitions, and they will currently do so now in this FIBA World Cup qualification round. And Borussia is just making the journey over from China, where he's currently playing with the Zhejiang Lions in the Chinese Basketball Association. Just adjusting to life, but he's, you know, a veteran in his years of experience in European basketball. Well, if we look at Estonia, as we mentioned, top players to look out for is the point guard Sten Suk, really going to rely on his playmaking as much as possible. And top scorer Martin Pasoya. Christian Kitsing could chip in a little bit. They're going to rely on a little bit of perimeter shooting from him. But remember, for them, it's all going to be about the transition defense. You know, Greece love to get out in the break, but more importantly, love to wear down the teams in the half court. Estonia, they're going with the starting lineup of Yannick Toltz. Eric Kiedis are going to be making up in the low block, while Sok, Kanga, and Pasoya will make up the backcourt. Undersized a little bit, tallest player being at 6'9", but you know, one thing you can't take away from the Estonians is that they play with so much heart, and they really do play physical basketball, but they know this is a big test tonight. As for Greece, we mentioned probably the best player on the team is Jonas Barusias, but you got the likes of the sharpshooter Jonas Athianou, and don't forget Dusan Shikota, who really made highlights in the Basketball Champions League with his game winner against Mehdi Baruth. Well, if we look at Greece's starting lineup, no surprise to see Barusias in there with Evangelos Margaritas of Aris in there, Panagiotis Vasilopoulos. Now that is interesting because Shikota's not in the lineup. Athianou and Gikas will make up the backcourt. I imagine Vasilopoulos is going to go to the small forward position. Panagiotis Vasilopoulos, what a career he's had. It was only in 2006 he was a member of the Greek national team that was coached by Panagiotis Giannakis that defeated the United States in the FIBA World Cup in Japan. And Greek, a lot of history when it comes to their basketball. The revolution began in 1987 with Nick Gallis, and since then they found themselves the Eurobasket champions in 2005. Since then it's just gone down a little bit, but stable. But Greece's expectations is always to be medal chasers. And for tonight, there's no other expectation than to win here at home. Well, we already talked about Titsok, head coach, a legend of Estonian basketball. Remember, a gold medalist at the Olympics in 1988. Although back then he was playing for the Soviet Union, but had a very impressive professional career. Ended his professional basketball career at Aris in Greece, funny enough. But he's definitely an admired figure. His players, one day when they're older, they'll be telling their grandchildren, I played for Titsok. And of course, you got to give a lot of credit to Danis Skotopoulos as well. Born in Athens, Greece, was a member of Ike as a basketball player and as a coach. Before taking the realm as head coach for Greece, he was assistant coach for 2 years. A position that many will be privileged to have. But ladies and gentlemen, we're ready for tip. It's the FIBA World Cup qualifiers. It's Group H. It's Greece versus Estonia. Don't go anywhere. We're set for tip. Skotopoulos would have learned a few things about their game on the road when they played Great Britain. They made hard work of it when they should have really won in regulation, but Great Britain did so fantastically to come back. They're 2-0 so far in the group, and they really want to put this one away, but you know, no opponent really is going to be a walkover. They've learned that. They made easy work of Israel in their second game, but you got to just keep switched on. Well, Barusias is set for tip, and we're ready to get underway. Estonia get the first possession of the game, but the referee just has a delay in the game. And the official just removing a little bit of toilet paper that ended its way on the court, and we're set for play. Sok brings the ball up, heavily guarded by Gikas, and this is the defensive pressure they're going to get all night long. Down low, we got a jump shot on the baseline, it's good. Yannick Toltz gets the first 2 points of the game. Easily done when he caught the ball, didn't think about it, just shot it right away. Margaritas throws it down low to the big man, Barusias. Here's the problems Estonia's going to have. Barusias going to isolate in the low block. Spins in the middle, puts it up, and we got a traveling violation. And already Yannick Toltz, he's obviously done his homework, and he's watched every move Barusias does. Forced him into a turnover. Suck now takes it into the lane. He kicks it out. Tells time and space. Decides not to go with a three, but he gives up the Suck. This time he takes it. Tells three in the corner. It's off. Vasilopoulos comes up with a loose ball. Now they can break with Athianou. And he's fouled in transition. It's an unsportsmanlike foul. Now that is a very, very poor choice from Suck. You don't want to pick up these fouls early because now Athianou is going to go to the free throw line for one free throw, and they're going to get the ball back. Well, it's a good call from the official because you can see he hasn't got good positioning. It's a little bit careless as well. Jonas Athianou, a member of Aris BC, the man who hit the winning shot against Great Britain in the first game. Makes the free throw. Vasilopoulos now gets a screen from Margaritas. Gikas pulls up for a tough three at the top, and it's good! And Nicholas Gikas of ASP Prometheus, leading all assists in the Greek Basketball League at the moment. He comes up with the first triple of the game. Suck gets a screen, kicks it out. We got a three in the corner, and he drains it. That is number 40, Martin Pasoya, top scorer so far for Estonia. Just tucks away the triple. Now they go ball screen now. Athianou avoids a double team, kicks out. They almost turn it over, but Vasilopoulos keeps it alive. 4 on the shot clock. Panayiotis got to shoot it. It's nothing but net. Panayiotis Vasilopoulos. Now remember, he hit a big three in the game for Ike against Mehdi Barouf. Now he can shoot those shots from the perimeter. Pasoya kicks out the Suck. Suck will try from the perimeter. In and out, can't get it. Barusius gets a rebound. And now the Greeks can break. Gikas kicks it out to Athianou. Vasilopoulos puts up the jump hook. In and out, doesn't get it. And now Suck in transition, takes it down the middle. Good ball movement from Estonia. They kick it out. We got another three ball. It's up. It's nothing but net. Janne Toltz just drains it. We got a shootout going on between these two teams. Both of these teams really moving the ball well, getting some good open looks. Gikas just takes time, gets a screen from Barusius to go pick and pop. Barusius thought about the three. We got a three in the corner for Margaritas, and again, both these teams, anything they put up goes in. Evangelos Margaritas, a Pauk, just tucks away another triple. But it was actually a two-point, had a foot on the line. Suck wide open, time, space, triple. And we got a shootout, ladies and gentlemen. Gikas now, time and space in the transition, gives it up to Athianou. Both these teams shooting very high percentage field goals so far in the early stages. Vasilopoulos takes it down the middle, bumps, kicks it out. We got another three. Finally, we got a miss, but Athianou. Now Athianou landed out of bounds. It's a turnover, so Estonia is going to get the ball. They go down low, but Panayiotis Vasilopoulos able to put his leg out and stop the ball going into the low block. Pasoya is going to inbound the ball on the sideline. Get into Suck. Got it by Barusius. Suck, he's got a mismatch, throws it down low to Touts. Cross court, they turn it over. No, they keep it alive. 2 on the shot clock. He's got to shoot. He puts it up. And it comes off of Margarita's hand. And Estonia's going to get the ball baseline with 14 on the shot clock. Evangelos Margaritas unable to hold the rebound. You can see the tension. He knows that every possession is going to be so crucial for him. But they get the ball inbound. Kiedis takes it out. Going to try and isolate against Barusius, but he gives it up to Suck. Suck in the lane. Another kick out. This time they turn it over. And now Athianou breaks down the left. Kicks it out. Margaritas thought about the triple, but gave it up to Vasilopoulos. Down to Panagiotis. Gets double teamed. He turns it over. Good defensive play there by Kiedis to come over and double team, but Sok takes it in the middle. Kicks it out. Sok, time, space, triple. Front rim, but again an offensive rebound. Greece don't box out. It's Kanga with the offensive board, and he sets a screen. 3, game. And another offensive board, got to go up with it. And finally, Greece come up with the loose ball. And there you can see Pasoya just unable to keep it alive. He just gambled but fell out of bounds. Kikas gets it into Athianu. Tries a pick and roll. It's another turnover. And now Estonia's got numbers 3-on-2. Transition. Oh, it's a poor turnover. Vasilopoulos comes up with it. And now Greece, they throw it up to Barusius. Athianu back down to the big man. Barusius backs down. And this time we got a foul. The foul's on number 14, Christian Kanga. And that's going to be a big mismatch. Now, if you're Greece, you're going to want to go down to Barusius as much as possible because Kanga is down on 4 inches against Barusius. Barusius is one of the best post-up players in Europe. Barusius puts a pump fake in, dishes it off to Margaritas. Easily done. And it started with the penetration from Jonas Barusius. Just it off to Evangelos Margaritas. Just laid it off the backboard. Kiedis penetrate, turns it over. And what he tried to do is kick it out to Christian Kitsing. Kitsing, a very good three-point shooter, but the thing is, stood still in the penetration. He's got to be able to adjust himself. Okikas thought about the triple, but this time he takes it. He hesitated, doesn't get it. Kitsing able to get the rebound, and now Estonia could just slow it down. No need to rush in the possession here. Oh, it's a poor turnover. Barusius comes up with a steal. 3-on-2 for the Greeks. Kicks it out. Cross court to Athianu. Good ball movement. Gigas takes a penetration. Throws it up to Barusius. Missed the layup, but tipped it back in. And the ball just moves so smoothly by the Greeks. And in the end, they got an easy 2. Sok takes it in the lane. He kicks it out. We got a 3-ball. 3 for the top of the lane, and it's nothing but net by Christian Kitsing. Now, we talked about the previous play. He will make it from out there. You can't let him set the pick and pop out. And we got an offensive foul on Jonas Athianu. You can see the defense by Mont Pasoya causing Athianu all sorts of problems, but we got a timeout here. You can see there the shrug with the right arm and pushed him off. Well, we got a timeout. Both these teams just settling into this game very well. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't done so already, please download the FIBA Basketball World Cup 2019 mobile app. Customize your experience by following your favorite teams and players. Turn on the notifications and receive news and videos, lots of video highlights. Remember, please join our debate on social media. Hashtag everything. This is my house. So far, you can see Estonia shot 4 for 9 from the perimeter, and that's going to be the story of their night tonight. They're really going to depend on the perimeter. Greece only 2 for 4, but the Greeks don't really need to shoot every 3-pointer they get. That's a positive sign as well, because Estonia doing so well by getting 3 offensive rebounds so far. If they can go for second chances, they can cause Greece all sorts of problems. Well, that's going to be the story of the night for Estonia, is how well Can they frustrate the Greeks? How well can they move the ball, get open looks? More importantly, if they can out-rebound Greece for as much as possible and keep Barusias out of the paint, keep themselves in the game. But for Greece, it's about really turning it on and making the right choices. Oh, Lefteris Bokaridis of Aris has just checked into the game for Greece. He's going to come in for his defensive duties. Of course, Sok all sorts of problems. Kiedis throws it down low. Christian Kitzing in the low block is going to back down. Well, got away with the travel, I think, but they take it in, puts up the floater off the backboard, and Barusias gets a rebound. And now the big man could break. Athianu kicks it out. Bokaridis takes it in, but kicks out Barusias. He'll try his luck from the perimeter. And Jonas Barusias can't leave the big man wide open. He will shoot the three-pointer. Tucks it away. He's up to 5 points now. It's his first triple of the game. Sok gets a hand up, kicks it out. Three in the corner. That's a foul. Athianu. Well, Eric Kiedis took the three in the corner, and Athianu just overcommitted. And now Kiedis is going to go to the free throw line now for 3 free shots. Now Kiedis scored 10 points in their big win against Great Britain at home. Well, Katsivelis checks into the game as Athianu takes a break. Katsivelis has not scored so far in the qualifiers. Probably he's come in to relieve the point guards who get in foul trouble or injuries. Eric Kiedis now at the free throw line, a member of Kalev Cramo. He's one of the go-to players for the Estonia team, but you know, they don't really have that player that's going to get them 20 points a night, so they really have to depend on each other. And you can see the small traveling fans from Estonia making the journey here to the Greek islands. Well, you can see the expression on Coach Sok's face. Cool as you like. He knows what pressure's all about. Achieving something that many have yet to achieve or will achieve in their lifetime in their basketball careers. Gold medalists, 1988 Summer Olympics for the Soviet Union. Kiedis going through the youth levels of Estonian basketball. Was a member of the under-16 national team back in 2006 when they hosted the tournament. It was the Czech Republic that won that tournament that summer. He's gone through all the age groups. He's represented Estonia. Now at the senior national men's level as he makes the third free throw. Bokaridis goes hand over Barusias, takes it down the middle. He's fouled on the ground. The foul is on number 24, Stem Olmeret. You see Bokaridis, Katsivelis actually has a quick step over him. Takes the baseline. He draws another foul, and this time it's on Sok. It's on the 4th team foul for Estonia. And again, it's Bokaridis. Well, Sok's going to go to the bench. He picks up his second personal foul. Remember, he's their best playmaker, so they can't afford him to get in any more foul trouble. And it's another foul. This time, Yanni Tauts just fouls Evangelos Margaritas, and that's the 15th foul. So now Greece are going to go to the free throw line. That's 3 fouls they picked up there in one defensive play. Evangelos Margaritas missed the first free throw. He's having a very successful campaign this year with PAOK, both in the Greek League and the Basketball Champions League. It's not the foundation big man, but definitely fits the role well for any teams. He just gets a second free throw to go. And you can see with Sok out of the game, this is an area Estonia's going to struggle without a point guard. Throws it down low, spins baseline. And this time he draws a foul on Margaritas. Nice little play there for Christian Kitzig. As soon as he caught it, span right to the baseline, and not the penalty yet, so he won't be going to the free throw line. It's only the third team foul for Greece. Tries to pick and roll play. He's got 4 on the shot clock. They got to get a shot off. Puts up a fadeaway off the backboard, and he just gets it to drop. And that's Martin Dorbeck. It's his first contribution to the game, and what a shot it is. And Borussia's fouled again. So now the big man's going to go to the free throw line. And Dorbeck, who made the great play down the other end, gets hit with the personal foul. There's the fadeaways. He just kissed it off the glass. Sweet little touch. And Borussias makes the first free throw. If there's one player on any team that will make any defense frightened, it's definitely Borussias. He's a big man, very mobile. He's got 3 rebounds tonight, but it's the thing, when he gets a rebound, he can take it up the court himself. He can push the momentum. He can definitely shoot from the perimeter. And after making the free throw, he's just going to go to the bench and take a breather. Greece now 4 for 6 from the free throw line, while Estonia only 3 attempts. Shows they're really relying on the perimeter. Still got it. Pulls up from 15 feet. Tough shot in and out. Doesn't get it. And Bokaridis gets a rebound. Now Greece could possibly go for a 2-for-1, but it's unlikely unless they get the shot off before the 24 seconds. Appears to be another foul off the ball. Looks like it's on Martin Dorbeck, his second personal foul. Tough one that is, but no, Lefteris Bokaridis is going to go to the free throw line as he makes the first free throw. They miss the second one. And now Estonia, only 9/10 of a difference between the shot clock and the game clock, and go for the last shot of the first quarter now. Stem Omre, heavily guarded. It's fouled by Vasilopoulos, only the 4th team foul. So Estonia is not going to go to the free throw line. And that's a smart foul there by Panayotis Vasilopoulos. It's only his first personal foul, but what he's done is he stopped Omri from getting to the bucket and getting an easy layup. Well, checking into the game for the first time in the qualification round is Leonidas Kasalakis of BC Astana, the only member of the Greek national team not to be playing domestic basketball. 5 on the clock, gotta get a shot off. Dorbeck puts up a 1-footer, can't get it. They get an offensive rebound, but the basket will not count. And at the end of the first quarter, it is Greece who hold on to a 20-18 lead. Game started off on fire with both teams hitting from the perimeter. It just slowed down in the latter stage of the first quarter. Estonia making life very frustrating for Greece. Given everything they got, they need to get Sten Sok back into the game, but he picked up 2 personal fouls in the first quarter. Well, you can see Estonia, 9 3-pointers taken, only 4 made. Only 5 attempts from within the rainbow. They're really trying to get into the lane and kick out. Well, this was the early stages. Estonia were getting some good looks and they were getting some good movement off the ball, but there's only so much you can play down the stretch of the game by shooting the ball. Kika's pulled up for a tough shot, but he's been relatively quiet since then. He's leading all assists so far in the Greek league. Vasilopoulos can't leave him open. Well, he's hit a couple of shots so far, Yana Tolt, but they're really going to need to get him his good looks as much as possible. But, you know, with 3 attempts from within the rainbow and in the paint for that matter, it's only a matter of time till Greece figures that out. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to join the online social media discussion for the FIBA World Cup qualifiers, anything you post or tweet on Facebook and Twitter, I'm going to put in hashtag #ThisIsMyHouse. If you're a fan of Greece, fan of Estonia, if you're at the game right now with us, hashtag #ThisIsMyHouse. Well, we're just going to get the second quarter underway as Bokaritis is going to inbound the ball. Katsevelis, pick and roll play, another kick out, 3 in the side, doesn't get it. And Yiannopoulos has just checked into the game as well for Greece, his first introduction so far. They go down low, and there's a foul off the ball. The foul's on number 4, Dimitrios Katsevelis. You can see what Estonia was trying to do, trying to get the ball down low to Christian Kanger as much as possible when they had the switch, but now they got Dusan Shikota, who's checked into the game. And that could be a problem for Estonia because if Dusan Shikota lights up, it's really going to spread the floor for the Greeks. That's definitely an advantage they've got. Remember, we talked about the fact they got a lot of points coming off the bench. Omri throws in the corner. We got another 3 ball in the corner. Nothing but net. Tough shot by Arikides. Estonia really spreading the floor as much as possible. Almost playing with 5 out without a post player. Just shows you how they're undersized, but threes keep dropping. That's their 5th 3 of the game. Bokaritis now backs down in the low block. Almost loses it. On the floor, we got a loose ball. It's a jump ball situation. That's going to be an Estonia ball as Greece started the quarter with the possession. We talked about this, Estonia, they might be undersized, but they play with a lot of heart. They play very physical. Coming into the game is number 23, Indrek Kayupank. And look at that, you got 2 blue jerseys automatically just diving on the floor. That was the good ball movement. Kiedis just knocking it in the corner. Omri brings the ball up under pressure, gets a bit of a bump. Give and go play. There's a foul off the ball and it's on Dusan Shikota as he puts his hand up. It's a nice little play. As soon as he made the pass, just cut to the basket. Shikota just held his arm back. Stem Omri now is going to get a handoff. He's doing well so far to replace Stem Suck. Pulls up from 15. It's a quick shot. Tried one before, he didn't get it. And now Greece can break with Katsevelis. Down low to Margarita, spins baseline, puts up a jump hook, and it's good. Tough play. Evangelos Margaritas hasn't had a few good looks in this game, but that was a good play. He's 3 for 3 from the field. He'll take a baseline to kick it out. Oh, nice little bounce pass, put it up! Oh, the basket won't count as the foul was on the ground, but what a play. Started by Kanga with the bounce pass, but look at the cut from Indrek Kayupank. Here's the back down play for Margaritis with the spin and the jump hook with the right. Nothing but net. Greece make a change. Is coming in is Dimitris Mavroidis, a member of Ike BC. Mavroidis, very fundamental back down post player. Sten sucks back into the game now as he takes it down the middle, puts up a finger roll, and he lays it up. He had Dimitris Mavroidis all over him, but he was able to get the layup under. And he wants the and one, but the ref's not giving it to him. Suck now goes to 5 points. Bakaridis throws it down low to Mavroidis. Now Mavroidis loves the back down play, and that's what he's good at. Feed the big man and he'll go to work. We talked about the back down post play. Dimitris Mavroidis, one of the best in Europe. Sten Suck kicks it out. We got another three ball. Hits the back rim, but he gets his own rebound. Oh, and he turns it over, pull play. And now Bakaridis in transition, dishes it up. Katsivelis reverse layup. Greek basketball, it's coast to coast, fast break. And Sten Suck, he's got to slow it down, get him into a good tempo. Don't want to force any poor shots. Suck now in the corner, 6 on the shot clock, he's got to give it up. Nice 1-2 from the high-low, but he misses the layup. What a pass for Christian Kanga. They went with the high-low, similar to what you see against the zone defense, but was unable to finish it off. Bakaridis now takes it down the middle, he kicks it out. Shikota, another penetration. Katsivelis for 3, doesn't get it. Mavroidis with the offensive rebound. Now he's double-teamed baseline, and he's fouled. Oh, who's the foul on? Now, if that's on Martin Dorbeck, that's his 3rd personal foul. It looks like it's going to be on Kitsing, you see with the reach. Well, here's a fast break basketball in the reverse layup by Katsivelis. Well, it's Kitsing, picks up his 1st personal foul, was a missed a shot. Suck gets it, transition. He's got numbers, gives it up, Dorbeck, reverse layup, can't make it. Gets his own rebound, puts a jump shot, still can't get it. And now Estonia really fighting for every basket. And now Bakaridis just needs to slow it down. Katsivelis takes it into the middle, and he draws the foul. It's a beautiful drive, and he's going to go to the free throw line now for 2 shots. It's actually an aggressive drive, and it's a thing that him and Bakaridis have with the Estonian defense. They just have that quick step. Kitson now picks up his 2nd personal foul in successive possessions for the Greeks, and he's going to have to go to the bench. That's a big loss for them. You've got to admire what Estonia does, because they make the most of what they got. We mentioned that they're undersized, but they really know how to play off each other. As Katsivelis makes the 1st free throw. Now Katsivelis hadn't scored a point before this game. So he makes it 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Gives Greece a 5-point lead. Dorbeck now. No options, got to get it up to Suck. Suck, 6 seconds on the shot clock. Steps back from 18, it's a long 2, can't get it. Kayupeng tried to go in for the offensive rebound, but Bakaridis was able to keep it. They throw it down low to Mavroidis. And that's the problems Mavroidis is going to cause for Yana Telts. Telts picks up his 2nd personal foul. It's the 3rd team foul for Greece. Thought about the 3, but he takes it down the middle. Aggressive drive again, finger roll, but he can't get it. Telts with the rebound. And now that was a silly foul to pick up, because now that's the 4th team foul. As Katsivelis just got a little overeager after he missed the finger roll. 2nd personal foul. Now he's going to have to go to the bench. And for Greece, foul trouble is not going to be too much of a problem because of the depth they've got. But for Estonia, it's so crucial that the top players don't get into foul trouble. Okay, Peng now tries to go give and go with Dorbeck. Down low to Touts. Got it by Mavroidis. Takes it down the middle, puts up the finger roll, and it's off the glass. It's a tough move. And you can see he was fading out of bounds, but he just got it to drop. Touts now top scorer for Estonia with 7 points. Gikas kicks it out. We got a 3 from the side. The triple's up, it's no good. Touts with a rebound. And now Estonia can break. Sok uses a double screen. Dorbeck takes it, kicks it out. And now Estonia's gonna go to the free throw line. It's a 15 foul for Greece. Strong, strong drive by Martin Dorbeck. You see, as soon as he got it, he had one thing on his mind, was get to the basket. And what he's trying to do was go baseline and kick it out to Kiedis in the corner. It is the earlier post move. Just shows you how hard Estonia's got to work to get every bucket. Dorbeck makes the first free throw. That's the second personal foul now for Yiannopoulos. Makes it 2 for 2, and he cuts it down to a 1-point deficit. Omre's going to come back in the game, give him a little bit more depth on the backcourt. Well, actually, Sten Sok's going to go to the bench. That's actually not a bad move because he's got 2 personal fouls. Can't afford to pick up a third. While Greece bring back in Leonidas Kasalakis. As we mentioned, the only member of the Greek national team not to be playing domestic basketball. He's playing for BC Astana. Gikas gets splits the screen, kicks it out. Down low to Mavroidis, good positioning, got to go up with it. And he's got 4 points, we talked about him. Low block presence, he's going to come in and relieve Barousis as much as possible. Get the dribble handoff, give and go, can't keep it alive, it's on the floor. Loose ball, and now Greece can break with Gikas. He's going to have to pull it out. It's only a 2 and 4. High low now. Mavroidis from Sakota goes up. Can't make it. Looking for the foul. It's a nice pass from Dusan Sakota. Dorbeck now on the wing, guarded by Sakota. Gives it up to Touts. Dorbeck's going to isolate. Steps back from 18. It's a long 2. In and out. Can't get it. Bokaridis gets a rebound. He's just going to slow it down with 3 minutes to go here in the first half. Bokaridis now takes it in, kicks it out. Sakota. Tough shot off the backboard, can't get it. Now who did come off? It's going to be Greece ball baseline. That's a tough play now. Sakota got a bit of a knock, but was unfortunate not to get the call. Mavroidis knocked it off Touts. It's hard to see from that angle. Estonia are going to call timeout right now. They've done well to stay in this game so far. Well, if you look at the leaders, it's not the highest scoring game so far, but Touts got 7 points so far. He's leading all rebounders. Kiedis has chipped in a few triples as well as Sok, but you know, that was their game plan, to come here and really make life frustrating for the Greeks. They've done just a good job of that. It's no surprise to see Barousis, even though he's on the bench, leading all scorers so far with Greece. And also rebounds. Both big man lead in 2 categories on both teams. Kasalakis is going to inbound the ball baseline. 3 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Gikas thought about the three as he kicks it out. Shakota back down low to Kasalakis. 2 on the shot clock, puts up a jump hook, and what a play. That's tough to get the shot at the very end of the 24. Kasalakis gets his first 2 points. Suck now gets a screen for Touts. Oh, he turned it over almost, but Barousis knocks it out of bounds. You can see Stem Omri was wide open in the corner. Kiedis is going to inbound the ball. Barousis just puts his hand in the pass lane as he got the switch on Sten Suck. 3 on the shot clock now for Estonia. They got to get a shot off. Suck gets it inbound. He's got to shoot it. Puts up a deep 3 off the backboard. Can't get it. Shakota gets a rebound. And now Greece can build on the 5-point lead. Down low to Barousis, the big man. See Estonia still leading the reboundings, but Barousis gets double teamed. He's got to give it up. Now Sten Suck picks up his 3rd personal foul. You can see coach put his hands up in the air of frustration. If you're going to come over and double team, you got to be smart. Right there's a reach. All he had to do was keep his hands up. Now he picks up his 3rd personal foul. Suck's going to go to the bench. Martin Pasoya is going to have to come in, play the last 2 minutes of the second quarter. Bokaridis catches at the top of the key. Cross court, Kasalakis tries a 3 in the side. It's good! Kasalakis just drains a triple. And he builds it now on Greece's lead. Well, it was actually a long 2. He's got a foot on the line. Touts goes hand up, Cletus fakes it. Wants to take on Barousis in the low block. Oh, they turn it over. Shakota with the steal. Transition. Gikas back to Shakota. Almost turned it over, but Bokaridis keeps it alive. Barousis just holds the ball with one hand so high. Looks at the options. Sets the screen. Bokaridis, deep 3. Can't get it. And who did come up? Came up Kasalakis. Got a timeout right now. Deep 3 for Bokaridis. And he takes those week in, week out for Aris, but at this level, he's got to make a drop. It's Kasalakis, you can see, just let it go from 3-point land. Well, Estonia have called the timeout. They're going to try and come up with something for the last minute. They don't want to make the deficit any bigger. Kiedis and Touts are leading all scorers with 5 and 7, but you know, they really need other players to step up and step in if you're going to have any chance of coming away with this game with anything. Estonia, the thing about them is going to be what they're capable of achieving. So far, they're doing pretty well. They're frustrating the Greeks on defense, and you know, they are moving the ball well. It's just a matter of getting good open looks, but you got to credit the Greek defense. Hands in the passing lanes, very physical. The thing that the Greeks have, they got so much depth. I mean, they go about 8-9 deep on the bench. So anytime they got a player in foul trouble, it's just simply, who do I go to next? There's a lot of options. Estonia's key thing is going to be to draw a foul and get to the free throw line. It's the best way they're going to get points on the board. So down by 7 with under a minute to go. And Barousis, there you talk about hands in the passing lane, comes up with a steal. And Shakota manages to keep it alive. Bokaridis now uses the high-low. Shakota down to Borusius. And there's a foul. It's on number 33, Christian Kitsing's his third personal foul. Another player Estonia can't afford to get into any foul trouble. Look at the high-low play. Now what happens is the double high screen set. Bokaridis dribbles off the screen by Borusius, who rolls to the basket. Instead of deliberately giving it to him right away, gave it to Shakota, and they go with the high-low. Dusan Shakota, one of the best four-stretch three big men in Europe. Hasn't got his three-point shot going like he likes to. He would have done his homework, because remember, he made headlines in the Basketball Champions League when he made the big three. It kept Ike in the Basketball Champions League for the group, beyond the group stage. As Borusius missed the second free throw, but in transition, oh, it's a big block! And Borusius just got back in time, but he fell awkwardly on his back. You can see for a big man, he moves so mobile. It just swats him, but the problem was Martin Pasoya went under him. And Pasoya wanted the foul, but to me, that looked like a beautiful, clean block. And now Vasilopoulos is going to have to come in. Lucius probably going to have to go to the bench just after taking the knock. Big man appears to be all right. Doesn't seem like he's got any serious injuries, but he just have to step out of the game really quickly. Get the ball inbound, and Estonia's got to get a shot up at some point. They throw it down, a lot of touts. Tries to spin baseline, puts something up, and one! What a play! Yannick Touts, as soon as he caught it, took one dribble, span to the baseline, he reverse layup off the backboard, and he got the M1. Just did an inside reverse layup with his right hand. Tough play. Well, the man who plays for Tartu can't make it a three-point play, but they come up with an offensive rebound. Stem Omri now. He's going to try and run the clock down as much as possible. 6 seconds difference. Pasoya takes it in, and he's fouled, and that's what we talked about, getting to the free throw line. Martin Pasoya now is going to shoot 2 free throws, as the foul appears to be on Dusan Shakota. It's his third personal foul of the game. Checking back into the game is number 23, Indrek Kayupank. As Yannick Touts just going to take him out so he doesn't pick up another foul. But this is big because you don't ever want to look back on a game and think the outcome could have been different had you made all your free throws, and especially for Estonia, chasing the game, you got to make your free throws. Martin Pasoya takes the second one, he misses both. Well, 5 seconds now. Can they get a last shot? Gigas puts it behind his back. Shakota for 3. Just off the back. You would have thought he made it. It's a tough shot, but at the end of the first half, it is Greece who lead this one 35-29 against Estonia. Greece have found it very frustrating so far. They are leading, but, you know, Estonia have come here, they've moved the ball well, been very physical on defense. It's a matter of how long they can keep up this tempo, how long they can stay with Greece. At some point, Greece are going to start hitting the outside shots and really starting to stretch the defense. Look at the stats, Estonia 5 for 12 from the perimeter, while Greece only 3 for 10. Greece shooting 60% from within the rainbow. It's a very impressive stat themselves with the likes of Borusius, but Estonia are dominating the rebounds, 18 to 14. Greece 8 steals so far. Just shows you how physical the defense is. Estonia with 9 turnovers, really got to take care of the ball. Well, ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere too long. Go get something to eat, go get something to drink, but we'll be back in 14 minutes for the second half of this FIBA World Cup qualifier between Greece and Estonia. We'll be back soon. Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here at the Heraklion Indoor Sports Arena on the Greek islands of Crete for this FIBA World Cup qualifier between our host Greece and the visitors Estonia. Well, it's been a little bit of a quiet game so far between these two teams. Estonia have come here undersized and probably mismatched, but they've made life very frustrating for Greece. A low-scoring game in the second quarter. Only Greece coming out with a 15-11 victory in the second quarter of play, but Estonia, give them credit. They've moved the ball well. Scored 5 3-pointers so far. And they've dominated the rebounds for that matter as well. Greece have been led by Barusias. It's no surprise with only 8 points. Other players chipping into the game, and Margaritas has 7. Bit of credit's got to go to Dimitris Mavridis, who came in, really battled down in the low block. Sometimes they say when a team that goes 8-9 deep, sometimes in these games, you're almost confused of what options you go to because you got so much players that you can bring off the bench. And that's the thing about Greece. They're averaging 37 points off the bench from their team. Remember, with these two teams, it's only Greece that's undefeated in the group so far. They started the campaign with a victory on the road, and they went to Leicester to play Great Britain. Mr. Jonas Athianou hit the game winner in overtime, and they transformed the players on the team and came away with a very convincing victory at home here. It's here actually against Israel. Well, as for Estonia, they went on the road to Tel Aviv, where they got a rude introduction. And they took on Israel away, but then when they took to their home court, they came away with a narrow victory against Great Britain. Now, Great Britain also in this group took on Israel today. It was a very close encounter, but the Israelis came out on top with a 7-point victory. Guy Panini leading the way for them at the end. And as it stands, Israel on top of the group, but Greece can go back on top if they win tonight, which will move them to 3-0 here in the group stage. The first phase of the FIBA World Cup qualifiers. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't done so already, please remember to download the FIBA Basketball World Cup 2019 mobile app. You can customize your experience by following your favorite teams and players. Remember to turn on the notifications to receive news and videos that matters to you most. You get highlights, game recaps as much as possible. Remember, that is the FIBA Basketball World Cup 2019 mobile app. Remember, if you're hot on Twitter and you're hot on Facebook, anything you post, if you're at the game with us now, if you're a fan of Estonia, fan of Greece, hashtag this is my house. We're about to get the second half underway as Greece are going to get the first possession. Bokaridis into the starting lineup. He didn't start the game. Now Bokaridis just looking for options. He moves up to Panagiotis Vasilopoulos, throws it down low, and Barusias did well to keep it alive as he kicked it out. Vasilopoulos tries a triple. It's good! Vasilopoulos hits his second three of the night. Now remember, he hit the big three at the Walker at home only 2 weeks ago in the Basketball Champions League against Mehdi Baruth. He can nail it from downtown. Well, Sok just dribbles the ball off Katsavelis. What a triple. He only makes the tough ones when he's got a hand in his face. Christian Kanga now has to give it up to Kiedis. Back to Kanga. Kanga thought about the three, but down low, wide open. Tut's got to shoot it. And he just drains it right in the face of Barusias. And remember, he hit the first shot of the game in the first half, and now he's hit the very similar shot here at the beginning of the second half. Touts now goes to 11 points. Top scorer so far for Estonia. Oh, spin move. Beautiful finger roll, but he can't finish it. And now Sok can break in transition. Crosses over now, takes it in, he kicks it out. We got a three ball. Touts for three, doesn't get it. And Margaritas came up with a rebound as they show the double team, but the foul's either on Kiedis or it's on Omre. You can see they came in with a double team on Bocaridis, but it's got to be on Omre. He's got his hands all over him. And another foul Omre's picked up in succession. I mean, where's the discipline? You gotta refrain, because they need him in the game. But what's happening is Bocaridis, the matchup he's got with Omre, becoming a mental battle as Omre picks up his third personal foul. Bocaridis now takes it in the lane, bumps up, puts it off the backboard, his left hand, and it's easily tucked away. Nice move there from Lefteris Bocaridis. Takes it down the middle, kicks it out, wide open, Suck in the corner for three, gotta make it, doesn't get it. Kiedis thought he knocked it off Borusius, but Greece are gonna get the ball baseline. Here's the three from Suck, he couldn't get it. Down low, spins baseline, good strong move. Reverse layup, still missed another one. He's made two beautiful moves, but he can't finish it. They throw it down low, kicks it out, Suck tries another three. This time he gets it. Nothing but net for Sten Suck. Sten Suck, what a big shot he had to make to keep him in the game. Back to a 6-point deficit. It's the second three of the game. He cuts it to 6-point deficit. On Borusius, he turned it over. It's going to be a backcourt violation and a bit of a mix-up. Now, what the problem for Greece is, becoming their own downfall. Bocaridis tried to dish it off to Borusius, but you can see Borusius wanted to set the screen, but here's the big three from Sten Suck. Nothing but net. Suck keeps it him down. Doesn't get the double team, but he keeps it alive. Kanga dish it off. Offensive foul. Good defensive play by Margaritas. Just stood his ground. Kanga just took him out. Margaritas just moved his feet well enough, but Kanga just shrugged him off. Made no attempt to really kick it out. And Omre was wide open for the three. Katsivelis now brings the ball up under pressure. Borusius catches it in the low block, gives up to Vasilopoulos, but Kiedis just able to keep his hand and tip it away. Vasilopoulos had good positioning, but Kiedis stands at 6'7" with at least a 6'8" wingspan. Just able to tip the ball away. Borusius catches it right away, and it's a quick layup. And Borusius now goes to 10 points. Anytime he gets the ball in the low block, territory belongs to Jonas Borusius. Sten Suck now in the lane, he kicks it out to Kanga. Kanga goes handoff with Omre. Omre takes it baseline, gets a nudge, dish it off. Kiedis doesn't go up with it. In the corner, turn it over. And now they can break. It's a 3-on-3 transition. Bocaridis crosses over, but he turns it over. And he thought he turned over Suck, but one official appears to overrule the other. And Greece are going to get the ball back. Nicolas Kikas checks back into the game. As Bocaridis is going to go to the bench. Down low, love pass back to Borusius, but he misses a layup. It was a beautiful pass from Margaritas. Now Estonia can break. Suck spins out. Kiedis back to Suck. Borusius just reaches in, and Gikas comes up with a steal. Now fast break, it's a 2-on-1. Gikas throws it up. Oh, it's an alley-oop! Borusius just threw it down in transition. What a play on the fast break. Started with Barusius with the reach in. Gikas came up with it. Took it all the way coast to coast. Threw it up. Big man, go fetch. Well, we got a timeout to Estonia as Greece are up by 10 points. And we talked about Barusius. Might be 7 feet tall, but he runs the floor like a god. Good hands for the big man. Greece just starting to build some momentum now and put some daylight between them and Estonia. Credit to Estonia, they've done very well to stay in this game, but Greece with the players like Barusius, Gikas, and you know, it's all about the options. Aftianu still hasn't featured since the first quarter, and he was a starting point guard. It's a lot of guards they've got. Estonia 6 for 15 from the perimeter. White. Greece now 12 for 21 from within the rainbow, 57%, very impressive. Estonia still doing a good job on the rebounds. They got 5 more than Greece so far, but a lot of that's just going in for second opportunities and second chances. Sock brings the ball up. He's about to get double teamed, but he just avoids it. Got away with a travel. It's out. And there's the fouls. Baritas. And the basket will not count as the foul is on the ground. Barusius just gives him a bit of a knock. You can see he's trying to reach. Barusius probably has a wingspan of about probably the same height of 7 feet. Towles gives it back to Sock. He throws it down low in the low block. He's got 4 seconds on the shot clock. Down low, good play. Kanga's got to go up. Gets fouled by Vasilopoulos. Kanga's going to go to the free throw line for 2 shots. I think with Estonia calling for an unsportsmanlike foul, but well, they might have a case there, to be honest, but to be honest, it looked like Vasilopoulos was just going for a block shot. He did follow through, but it's a good play for the official not to call it an unsportsmanlike foul. But Kanga's going to go to the free throw line now. And he misses the free throw. Estonia, for the few attempts they've gone, they really have struggled with the free throws. And that really is the difference between a team that's going to win and a team that's going to come second. But he makes the second one. He's going to go to the bench as Christian Kitsing, who has 3 personal fouls, checks into the game for the first time since the second quarter. Katsivalis now uses the screens. He kicks up to Gikas. Gikas thought about the 3. Vasilopoulos pump fakes, takes it in, and he gets called for a traveling violation. Barusius wanted the ball in the low block. Sock now is getting the screen from the high post. Kicks it out. Kiedis catch and shoot from 3. Doesn't get it. Now Barusius transition. Vasilopoulos all the way. Lays it up. Well, the big players for Greece are really know to run the fast break. As soon as Barusius got the ball, there you can see off the races. Vasilopoulos laid it up, and another steal. This time Margaritas throws it down. And now Greece really starting to make some daylight between them and Estonia. Sock comes off 2 screens. Gives up to Kitsing. He draws a foul on Margaritas. 13th foul now for Greece. Greece just showing a bit more aggression on the defense, putting the hands in the passing lane, coming up with loose balls, but Katsivalis just gone to the bench. Kasolakis has come back in along with Aftianu, who hasn't featured since the first quarter. Kitsing backs down, spins, beautiful post move. Oh, it doesn't get it. Kasselakis comes up with it, and now Gikas can break. Down low to Barusius, big man catches in the low block, back to Vasilopoulos. Puts it up straight away, Vasilopoulos off the glass, tough shot. This is why you gotta love Vasilopoulos. He's a versatile 6'9" power forward, but really, over his career, he's developed into a 4-stretch 3. Now Barusius in the low block, puts his hands up defense. And a foul is called, which means now Yannick Taltz is gonna go to the free throw line. Just try and chip into this deficit. There's the first reach, and he had his hands up. It's a good call because what Yannick Taltz does, he went right into him. Demetrius Mavroidis checks into the game as he gives Ioannis Barusius a break. Yannick Taltz of Tartu BC makes the first free throw. Misses short on the second one. Kasselakis came up with a loose ball. Estonia 50% from the free throw line. Very, very poor percentage. Gikas down low, trying to give it to Mavroidis, but he wasn't ready. I think he wanted the pass to go in the corner to Vasilopoulos. The injured Kalipank comes back into the game as Yannick Taltz is going to go to the bench to take a break. Along with Stem Omre, just gets double team from Vasilopoulos. And they almost turn it over. The Greek defense all over Estonia, making the passes difficult. Dorbek takes it in the lane, gets blocked. Mavroidis just says, "This is my house." The Greeks get the ball back. You can see Dorbek trying all he can to get to the bucket, but Mavroidis, get out of here. Gikas takes it in, kicks it out. Athianu back in the corner to Gikas, looks down low. Mavroidis catches it, and he draws the foul. Well, we've got a 3-second violation. Mavroidis puts his hands up, says, "Who, me?" 3-second violation in the key. Good call from the official. Estonia with 13 turnovers, while Greece only have 9, but Greece can't be too complacent. Come back, never say never. Athianu now not letting Dorbek get the ball. 5 on the shot clock, he's got to get a shot off. It's a 24-second violation. Good defense of Greece. Forces Estonia into a 14th turnover. Estonia really struggling to even get a shot off now. Just shows you how physical and how efficient the Greek defense is. Gikas gives it up to Athianu. Crossing the corner back to Gikas. 5 on the shot clock, shakes and bakes, crosses over, it's a tough 3. And he hits the front of the rim, but Mavroidis gets the offensive rebound. He's fouled on the ground. It looks like the foul is going to be on Christian Kitzing. I think what the officials are trying to assess is, did it touch the rim? Well, there's the shot. The shot went up. Now, yeah, you can see it just scrapes the rim. Because had it not scraped the rim, it would have been a 24-second violation, but it's quite clear from the replay, it does just scrape the iron. Right there, you can see. And Greece will have 2 seconds shaved off the 14, so they get it baseline with 12 on the shot clock. Get into Vasilopoulos. Kasselakis gets double team. Vasilopoulos transition. Mavroidis could cut to the bucket. The assist from Panagiotis Vasilopoulos. Well, Mavroidis actually has 6 points in the game. It's his third field goal of the game so far. They turn it over again, and now Gigas transition, gives it up to Kasalakis. He turns it over, and now Estonia in transition off the backboard, gets blocked. Vasilopoulos, get out of here. Mavroidis goes up, and one. Dimitris Mavroidis, cross-court pass. And he's going to go to the free throw line to make it a three-point play. Well, here starts Vasilopoulos, able to get the block, just gets it off the backboard. And Gigas, who leads assists in the Greek League, gave up to Mavroidis, and it's an M1. And there you can see he loves it. There was the previous play that led to the ball going baseline to Greece. Mavroidis makes it a three-point play. And he builds a 19-point lead now for Greece. Dorbeck gets away with a push-up, gives it up to Kitzing. We got a handoff, shoots it from 17 feet, can't get it. Dorbeck able to come up with a loose ball rebound. Kitzing tries it, deep three, nails the triple. And Christian Kitzing just nails it from downtown. Athenu behind the back, but they keep it alive. He almost turned it over. Vasilopoulos made 2 threes. Does he make 3? Yes, sir! Panagiotis Vasilopoulos, third triple of the game. He's on fire. Well, he's 100% from the perimeter. He's having a hell of a game. Mavroidis keeps a loose ball alive. Big man takes it all the way. Kicks it out. Athenu pump fakes. Ball movement. We got a 3. It's up. It's good! Nothing but net. Mikhail Luxis of Trikala, BC just checks into the game. And what a shot he makes. And now Greece, all of a sudden, lead by 22 when the triples start falling from the rainbow. And Estonia are going to try and get the last shot of the third quarter. They get the handoff for Stem Omre. 4 puts it up from 18, long 2 nails it, and 1. Now I'm not sure if the foul was off the ball or if Stem Omre was fouled in the process of shooting. Well, here's the play. It was Athenu, put it up. Well, to me it looks like the foul must be off the ball. Well, no, Omre actually got fouled, but he makes it a 3-point play. Athenu with 3 seconds. Puts it up, and he almost makes it. Well, finally, Greece just starting to unleash it from the perimeter, really making the Estonian defense stretch. Hit a lot of triples so far in the third quarter, and they give themselves 19-point lead. Estonia really struggling to get shots off here. Well, this is very positive for Greece, because now you can see with Barousis going to the bench, other players are stepping up. Greece now 6 for 14 from the perimeter, 17 for 27 from within the rainbow, 63%, very impressive. But it's all about the ball movement, getting the ball up the court. The problem Estonia's got, they really just can't get into our offense right now. When you got Vasilopoulos now 3 for 3 from the perimeter, you got all sorts of problems, but you know he's running the break as well. Tolt's really trying to give everything on the offense, but it's just not enough at the moment. Suck. They need more triples from him if they're going to remotely get back into this game. But, you know, Greece all starts with the defense, physicality, the alley-oop on the break. Barousius, you know, they're big players, just love to get out. I mean, look at that, 4 Greek players on the fast break. They all want in. Barousius, who's had a very successful career in Europe, now playing in China in the CBA for Zhejiang Lions, definitely is the best player for this Greek national team. He played in the game against Great Britain, scored 27 points. Mavroidis just getting the M1. Well, Estonia are going to begin with the first possession of the fourth quarter, as Bokaridis is going to guard Stem Sok. Pasoya have been very quiet in this game. Sok now tries to throw it down low. We got another steal by the Greeks. And Athianou just going to slow it down this time. Athianou kicks out to Bokaridis. Kasalakis back to Bokaridis. He'll try his luck. Deep three. Finally, the triple does not drop for the Greeks. Stem Sok comes off the screen, looks for options. Throw it down low to Kitsing. Kitsing almost turns it over to keep it alive. Wide open. Pasoya, three. It's good. And we talked about how quiet he's been, but they've really needed that all game. It's the 7th triple now of the game for Estonia. Bokaridis takes it in, left hand, doesn't get it, gets his own rebound. Mavroidis up! And he doesn't get the M1, but here you can see Mavroidis just going in, does it week in, week out for Ike BC. Well, speaking of which, Ike, things are really flying high for Dimitris Mavroidis and Ike Basketball Club. Still alive in the Basketball Champions League, but also winning the Greek Cup in this gym here only last week. Very prestigious domestic trophy. It's the first time Ike have won it in a long time. As he makes a second free throw, and we're back to a 17-point lead for the Greece. Stem Sok almost turns it over. Bokaridis tips it. Pasoya, baseline, off the backboard. He cuts it to a 15-point deficit. And he just picks up a personal foul there. Well, Pasoya just puts his hand in the passing lane. And he's giving Athianou all sorts of problems. Estonia, if they can just do the same, make the passes difficult. And Mavroidis gets called for an offensive foul. You can see, yeah, just shoves his elbow right in the face of Christian Kanga. Sok spins out against Bokaridis, gives it up to Kanga. Down low, wide open, puts it right up, and he just tips it away. Christian Kitsing. And all of a sudden, Estonia have 7 unanswered points. Greece have to respond. They cut the 20-point lead down to 13. Kitsing goes to 8 points. Mavroidis wants it in the low block. Bokaridis takes a baseline. Finally gives it to Mavroidis. Spins, reverse layup. Oh, it's a foul right at the end of the 24-second. And that's a brilliant way to execute an offense. With 2 seconds, he spanned the baseline, just put it up. And now Mavroidis is going to go back to the free throw line for 2 shots. And that's not a bad foul because Mavroidis isn't the best free throw shooter. But Christian Kanga picks up his 4th personal foul. And he's a player that they unfortunately cannot afford to lose. Well, Mavroidis missed the first free throw. Makes the second one. He's back to a 14-point lead. Sok tries to take it all the way. Dribbles in the lane. He draws the foul on Panagiotis Vasilopoulos. Second team foul for Greece now in the 4th quarter. Sok thought about the three. Pulls up the three this time. It's good! Stan Sok just drains the triple. And we're back down to an 11-point deficit. And maybe, just maybe, there's a little fight left in Estonia. What a triple by Stan Sok. Greece gonna call timeout just when they were cruising at the end of the third quarter, taking their foot off the pedal. And Estonia just starting to move the ball, get some better open looks. They've hit 2 triples, got some good looks in the low block as well. Greece, foul trouble not a real concern for them. Vasilopoulos, Shakoti, and Athene are the only ones with 3 personal fouls, but Estonia, it's a different case. Christian Kanga has 4 personal fouls. Vasilopoulos, Barousias, and Mavridis lead those scores along with Margaritas, but Vasilopoulos 3 threes and just running the break so well like a perimeter man. Remember, he's down as a power forward, but he's so effective and so mobile for his age as well that he can definitely play the 3-man. Well, Greece now up by 11. They're gonna have to try and play this game out as best as possible. Oh, it's a foul. Foul is on Indra Kalyupank. It's the 4th team foul. Now, this is not good for Estonia because they don't want to get in the penalty too early when you're chasing the game. You don't want it to be a situation where any foul you make, you send Greece to the free throw line. Download Vasilopoulos, catch and shoot from 15. Vasilopoulos, nothing but net. He's on fire. Beautiful shooting form as well. Sok takes it all the way, reverse layup, doesn't get it. Christian Kanga goes for the follow-up, but he gets fouled and he's gonna go to the free throw line for 2 shots. It was a strong, aggressive drive to the basket by Stan Sok. You can see he went for the reverse layup, unable to finish it. Christian Kanga going in for the second opportunity. Foul looks like it's on Athene. That's his 4th team personal foul. So he's gonna have to go to the bench. Kanga makes the first free throw. Katsavelis is back into the game. Well, Athene hasn't quite had the spectacular night that he had in Leicester, where he had 18 points and he hit the game winner. Yana Tels checks back into the game as well. Christian Kanga, after making the 2 free throws, just going to go to the bench. He's got 4 personal fouls. 11-point lead now to Greece. Can they hold on? Or is Estonia going to make the unbelievable comeback? Barousias throws it down low to Vasilopoulos. Top scorer in the game with 15 points. Panagiotis fades away. No way, surely. Finally misses. But Greece get the offensive rebound. Vasilopoulos just took a shot to the head by Yannick Touts. And that is the 5th team foul. So now Greece, anytime they're fouled, they're going to go to the free. Oh, he didn't take a shot to the head. I think Vasilopoulos made more of it than he needed to. Well, Panagiotis Vasilopoulos. Wonderful career he's had. Remember, as a member of the Greek national team during the golden age, 2006. And they were silver medalists at the World Championship in Japan. He also came off the bench and played a few minutes in their historic win against the United States in the semifinal. As he now moves to 17 points, top scorer in the game. Stan Sok kicks it out. Down low, and Barousias picks up the personal foul. It's a 4th team foul for Greece. unable to get the steal. Karalampas Yiannopoulos just trying to get his hand in the passing lane, but he's unable to get it. We've got another foul off the ball. So that means they're going to go to the free throw line now for 2 shots. So Greece is in the penalty now. Well, Martin Pessoa scored 15 points in their win against GB at 14, the loss against Israel. So he misses the first free throw. He's only got 8 points tonight. He's been relatively quiet, but he just hasn't had enough good looks around the perimeter. He makes the second one. Vasilop is now looking for Barusias, but instead of going down to Bocaridis. 4 on the shot clock. Oh, gets offensive foul. Good call. You could just see he gave a shot to the face to Sten Sok. Bocaridis, as soon as he put the ball on the floor, used his right arm, shoved it right in the throat. Sten Sok, tough shot. Sten Sok pulls up for 3 of the transition. It's good! Sten Sok, what a shot! And he cuts it down to a 9-point deficit with just over 5 minutes to go here. Barusias in the low block, catches it, gets double teamed. Sten Sok did this again. He came over the double team, he reached in, picks up his 4th personal foul. Now he's got to be careful. Here comes the double team. There's no need to reach, just put your hands up. And here's a big play. This is why they need him in the game. He's so influential as a playmaker. Now they send Barusias, who's a very good free throw shooter, to the line for 2 shots. It makes the first free throw. Barusias having a very good career so far in China, but it's great to see him back representing the national team. And what a privilege it is to play for Greece and to have players like Barusias on your team, as he makes it 2 for 2. Now back to an 11-point lead for Greece. Sok, pick and pop now. Kitsing tries it all the way. It's good! Deep 3 for Christian Kitsing. And Estonia just won't go away. 8-point deficit. Vasilopoulos throws it down low. Barusias puts up the jump hook. Tough move. He's going to go to the free throw line now for 2 shots. And Barusias is just too much to handle for any defense. Great Britain saw that. Israel saw that. As soon as he caught it, one thing on his mind, attack. Almost got the and-1. The big man's going to go to the free throw line for 2 shots. Well, he's got 14 points tonight. 4 assists and 4 rebounds. Those are standard numbers for him. I mean, this man can do it all. Can run the floor, can dribble, shoot. Becomes a nightmare for any post play to guard. It's 4 for 4 for the free throw line in the last 2 possessions. Now it's a 10-point lead back to Greece. Estonia really are working hard to stay in this game, but they're going to have all sorts of problems to try and shut down Greece on defense. They turn it over. Transition now. Katsavelis, Eurostep, lost his footing, but he still laid it up. And you can see the body language just suck. You can see how disappointed he is with himself, but you know what? He's giving it everything. Avoids the double team as they get the ball over. Kayupank back to Sok. Tries another 3, no way. This time he misses. Barusias just slows it down for Greece. No need to rush in offense. Barusias in the low block. Backs down, goes baseline, offensive foul. Good defensive play by Christian Kitzing. And Barusis does not agree with the official. Here's the back down. That's a great call. You can see the right elbow just goes into Christian Kitzing. And we got a timeout as Greece lead this one by 12 points. Estonia not giving up yet. Giving everything they got. Sok is leading all scorers so far for Estonia with 14 points. Hitting 4 triples with Touts leading with 5 rebounds, but for Estonia it's about really achieving what they're capable of achieving. And they've done that so far. They've come here, they have competed, they've been very physical, they've moved the ball, but Greece, you can see the numbers. Vasilopoulos was 17, Barusis was 16. Barusis leading the rule, rebounders was 6. Greece now putting on a bit of full court pressure. They're going to try to force Estonia into turnovers, which they've done all game. Kitzing gets the ball in, looking for Sok, but you see Gigas callers and all sorts of problems. Sok throws it down low, avoids the double team. Pasoya 3 in the corner, it's good! Man Pasoya, what a 3 to hit! And now we're back down to a 9-point deficit. Estonia, who in the third quarter really struggled to get a field goal, all of a sudden have 3 threes. Pasoya now goes to 12 points, 3 for 3 from the perimeter. In transition, they kick it out. 3, it's good! Karalampos Yiannopoulos just nails it from downtown. He answers with a triple of his own. Sok now looks down low. Well, they try to dish off pass, but unable to get it. As Christian Kitzing couldn't keep it alive. It came off Yiannopoulos. Touts tried. Fantastic, but wasn't able to go through. Five on the shot clock. They got to get a shot up. Gets it back to Kitzing. Tries another 3. He makes it! What a 3! Christian Kitzing from out of nowhere, right at the end of the shot clock. And Estonia just won't go away. They stay in this game. Kitzing now 14 points. Just under 3 minutes to go. It's only a 9-point deficit. Gigas dishes up to Barusius. Big man, low block. Nicely tucked away by Ioannis Barusius. We're back to an 11-point lead. What a fourth quarter this is. Pasoya gives it up to Toltz, down low. Kitzing in the corner. Kiedis, he'll try a 3, no way. Yes, sir! Nothing but net. Eric Kiedis. And now we're back down to an 8-point deficit, and Estonia have 6 threes so far in the fourth quarter. They just won't go away. Greece got to call timeout. Time's on their side. All they got to do is run the clock down. The one problem Estonia have is Ioannis Barusius. They just can't shut him down. He's now the top scorer in this game with 18 points and 5 rebounds and 5 assists. Well, Estonia have hit 14 3-pointers. They're 14 for 25. 56%. I mean, that is just an unbelievable stat. Greece 7 for 16. That's impressive as well. 14 for 25 is the only thing keeping Estonia in this game. Greece have shot 27 for 48 from within the rainbow. I mean, 56 from within is still a good stat. I mean, this is just a high percentage shooting game for these two teams. All Greece have to do is just run the clock down, let time be their ally. And the home fans, they don't seem concerned by the Estonian comeback. And he's been cool as you like. But he looks very nervy because he knows his team must win tonight. And Estonia are now going to put the full court pressure on. Zarakidis is going to pick up Katsavela's full court. They try to double team. Oh, they turn it over. Estonia come up with the steal. Suk thought about the three. Draws a foul. That's a 15 foul. So Sten Suk's going to go to the free throw line for 2 shots. As Nicolas Gikas picks up the foul. Well, that was not what he wanted in the timeout. Now Bokaridis is going to come back into the game. And Evangelos Margaritis comes back in. He gives Hadam Lompis, Yiannopoulos a break. Sten Suk, what a game he's having. Goes to 15 points. He makes the first free throw. He's got 6 assists as well. He's 4 assists shy of a double-double. Well, they surely didn't expect it to be like this. As he makes it 2 for 2, and he cuts it down to a 6-point deficit. Now, we haven't been like this since the first half. Borussia's looking for post positions. He gets in the low block. He's going to go to work. Here's the problems he's got. They're looking for the double team. They kick it out. Big three. Bokaridis doesn't get it. They get the offensive rebound, but there's a foul on the ground. And Borussias is going to go to the free throw line for 2 shots. It looks like the foul's on Zarakidis. Well, the shot went up, and Borussias stands at 7 feet 1. Just able to keep it alive now. Foul's on Kiedis, I believe. Borussias with 18 points. He's going to go to the free throw line. He just gets it to drop. He gets the shooter's roll off the front rim. So he makes the first free throw. He gets the second one, same form. It's back to an 8-point lead. Sten Suk's going to bring the ball up. Borussias now goes top scorer in the game with 20 points. That's what Estonia's looking for. They're looking for a shooter on the perimeter. Tults, he'll try it. Gives up Asoya. Lays it up, gets blocked. No, foul was called. There's Basor as he goes up. Oh, it's a definite foul. Yeah, of course it is. You can see the contact. Basor is going to go to the free throw line now for 2 shots. With a minute 24 to go, he can cut it down to a 6-point deficit as he makes these 2 free throws. Makes the first. Martin Basor, we talked about how quiet he was. He's 4 for 5 from the field. Really came to life here in the 4th quarter. As he misses the second free throw. It's a 7-point deficit. Picks up Bokaridis. Now they come to a double team. Bokaridis breaks it. Smart play from Vasilopoulos. Just slow it down. Don't need to rush it. Bokaridis. Oh, it's a blocking foul. Basor gets called for the blocking foul. So Bokaridis now is going to go to the free throw line for 2 shots. Bokaridis loves to go with his left. He's a left-handed shooter, obviously, but he hasn't got his 3-point shot going like he would have liked to. He's had a very tough campaign with Aris in the Basketball Champions League. Very influential play. Loves to get to the basket, but just gets it to drop. These are big free throws. As he makes them both, we're back to a 9-point lead. Now remember, think about all the free throws Estonia missed. They made all their free throws. They'd be in this game, possibly winning. Sok now guarded by Borusius. Oh, he carried it. Lost control. You can see what he was worried about. He was worried about getting blocked by Borusius. Lost control of his dribble. Had his hand underneath. He gets called for a carry. There you can see right there. Unable to keep his dribble alive. Oh, it's another foul. They almost got a backcourt violation call, but Bakarides is going to go to the free throw line for 2 shots. He made his last 2 free throws. Drains the 3rd one, but you've got to give a lot of credit to Estonia. They could have easily just given up, thrown the towel in, but they just didn't stop coming back at Greece. You know, the mismatches they've got, the undersized play they've got to deal with. 14 for 25 from the perimeter. I mean, that's a very impressive stat. It's just not enough. It's going to win you a game. They turn it over against Borusius, keeps it alive. Bakarides transition, and a traveling violation gets called. Kayupank did just enough to get back and put off Bakarides. You can see as soon as he caught it, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's a good call. Excellent call by the official. Now Martin Dorbeck kicks it out. Kiedis thought about the 3. This time he does take it. Doesn't get it. And Borusius is fouled. He's going to go to the free throw line with 2 shots with 31 seconds to go. As his team are up by 11 points. Kiedis gets a foul called on him, but wasn't much option he can go to, but unfortunately fouled the best free throw shooter on the court. And the top scorer in the game is Ioannis Borusius now has 20 points. He's 2 rebounds away from a double-double and 4 assists away from a triple-double possibly for that matter. It's unlikely he's going to get those stats now in the last 30 seconds. Oh, he missed the first free throw, which is very unusual for Borusius. Such a beautiful shooting technique. And he makes the second one, nothing but net. It's a 12-point lead to Greece, and we got a timeout now to Estonia. We have 30 seconds left to go here in this FIBA World Cup qualifier group stage, Group H. But as it looks, Greece are going to go back top of the group, 3-0. Greece's next game is going to be against Great Britain. Estonia are going to have to host Israel, who they lost to, unfortunately, in the first game. So far in this game, Sok, Kitson, and Pasoya have led all scores, along with Touts with 16, 14, 13, and 12. The thing with Estonia, they don't really have that foundation big man in the low block they can throw the ball to like Greece have with Borusius. And their best go-to players obviously are Pasoya, Stan Sok, but just don't have that wing player that's going to get to 20 a game. For Greece, you simply just have to take your pick. You got Borusius, Vasilopoulos. Athenu has been quiet tonight. Mavridis has played very well, along with Margaritis. Greece, simply basketball is just a national obsession, but it's probably worth more than that as well as you speak about it. Some of the biggest clubs in Europe play in Greece. You got Ike, Aris, Pauk. Now Pasoya crosses over, goes all the way, lays it up. Nice little move there as he cuts it down to a 10-point deficit. Now, points differential is going to be a big thing for Estonia. Now in transition, Katsavelis down low, gives it up, and Margaritis lays it up. Now with 20 seconds, Estonia is going to try and get one more bucket, because remember, you want to cut in to your points difference as much as possible. Takes it in, puts the floater up, tip around, doesn't get it. Now it's out of bounds with 4.7. Estonia's going to get the ball baseline. Katsiavelis was unable to keep it alive. They get it in. Last 3 of the game. Vasilopoulos will hold on to it. And at the end of this game, it is Greece who come out victorious, 87-75 against Estonia. Coach Titsak will be very pleased with how his boys came back and fought with everything. Greece, simply another win on top of the group. Ioannis Barousias led all scorers in this game, followed by Panayotis Vasilopoulos. Estonia, so impressive, 14 for 27 from the three-point line. I mean, they shot the ball so well. But as it stands, Greece are going back top of Group H. Some high percentage shooting. Greece 64% from within the rainbow. And finally, they out-rebounded Estonia at the end of the game, 30-26. Really played some good stuff. With 15 steals, they just get out on the break. And they punished Estonia. The thing for Estonia was, if you get it wrong, Greece will punish you. But even if they got it right, Greece would still punish you with Barousias. Barousias led all categories, 21 points, 8 rebounds, and 6 assists. Too far away from a triple-double. These fans in Crete, they admire, they absolutely love it. Remember, basketball is a national obsession here in Greece. As they go top of the group, and they will next face GB here in a couple of days' time. Estonia, you got to admire the comeback. They really gave it everything. 14 for 27 from the perimeter, an unbelievable stat to shoot from. Sawyer, Kitson, and Suck all chipped in. Vasilopoulos is the second highest scorer in the game with 17.
We're coming to the qualifier game for the FIBA Basketball World Cup 2019. We hope to see you on Sunday.
Well, we talked about it. As it stands, Greece are top of the group with 3 wins and 0 losses. Great Britain, the only team to pick up a victory. And Great Britain must come here in a few days' time to take on Greece, which will be a very, very tough task. Estonia, meanwhile, they will host Israel back in Tallinn. Just maybe they can set the record straight with the Israelis, but Israel find form themselves. They came up with a victory today against Great Britain. It was an inspirational play. They could take a little bit of confidence away from it. Quite simply, it just wasn't enough against one of the powerhouses of European basketball. They got a lot to think about going into the next game, but what an alley-oop play with Barousias. He just threw it down in transition. Vasilopoulos just running the court, running the floor like a big man. Unbelievable play. And Margaritas just doing the same. And not to mention Dimitris Mavroidis, but there's Kitson just nailing it from downtown. Vasilopoulos lighting it up from the perimeter, 3 for 4. Kitson with a tough shot in the transition in the paint. Kicking. He is just nailing the triple. 14 three-pointers they hit tonight. Unbelievable stat. Katsiavelis giving it to Margaritas on the transition. Greece just played some beautiful basketballs. Kanga kicking out to Sten Suck, who just nails it from downtown. Nothing but net. And Gikas, alley-oop time. Ioannis, go fetch, just threw it down. Barousias, inspirational play. Top scorer in the game. He just didn't have an answer for him. Vasilopoulos just running the floor like a big man. 17 points for the Ike basketball player. Kitson just showing his ability from the perimeter. He just nails it. Margaritas kicking it out. Well, ladies and gentlemen, remember, if you haven't done so already, please download the FIBA Basketball World Cup 2019 mobile app. Customize your experience by following your favorite teams and players. Make sure to turn on the notifications so that you can receive news and videos that matters to you the most. Watch top plays from the games and video highlights and recaps. Remember, if you're on social media, any tweet, or any Facebook posts, hashtag this is my house. Remember, hashtag this is my house for the FIBA World Cup qualifiers. And it's a weekend of basketball to come, plenty more games to come tonight, tomorrow, as well as Sunday and Monday. So follow your favorite teams